past the first stage, her ego must stay low and you must always remain on top. Here's the thing, when you and this girl are talking, her ego makes her see herself as above you. Most men either give in and show her she's better than them or try to bring her down. Both of these approaches are wrong when dealing with a woman's ego. What you should do is elevate yourself above her. So how do you elevate yourself above her? By placing a high value on yourself. If you've been following me for a while, you've probably heard me say this many times. Success with women is nothing more than a state of mind. She feels what you feel. You can achieve this with two very simple steps. Step 1. Winning the game of chicken. Do you know what the game of chicken is? It's a challenge where two people head toward each other to see who will back down first. Nice guys are always the ones who back down. In every conversation, in every relationship, there's always someone who surrenders first, and in that exact moment, you hand over your power to the other person. You do it to be liked, to gain approval, to ease tension, or to avoid conflict. When you place a higher value on the other person than on yourself, you always back down first. You always blink first. Always give up your position and always hand over your power. What does blinking or surrendering mean? It's that moment when you notice from her tone of voice that you've said something wrong and you panic and backpedal. You've surrendered and she notices it. It's when you go on a date thinking, I'll flirt with her, I'll seduce her, I'll be attractive and charming. Then she says something like, I'm so over players. Suddenly you morph into the nice guy, trying to prove you're not one of those guys she dislikes. Ironically, the very ones who often end up in her bed. It's when you confidently approach a girl, but notice her yawning, frowning, or doing something similar. Suddenly your mind goes blank because you're thinking, maybe I annoyed her. It's when you hesitate before kissing a girl because you don't want to be wrong. You've surrendered. You wanted to kiss her, but weren't 100% sure she wanted to be kissed, so you placed greater value on what she wanted. You've surrendered. You gave her the power in that moment. And this is the second golden rule in this video. I want you to take a screenshot of this rule, save it, and remember it for the rest of your life. People notice and respect you instantly when they realize they can't intimidate you. When someone feels their games and manipulative attempts won't work on you, you immediately gain power over them. When a beautiful woman senses that you're not intimidated by her, she assumes you're better than her. The reason players succeed with women is because women know they can't control them. By the way, many of you asked me to talk about how to be a player and how to ignite sexual desire in women. I'm sorry, but I can't discuss these topics because they are prohibited on YouTube and could jeopardize the channel. If you'd like to dive deeper into this subject, you can check out my online course. This is not a manipulation to sell the course, but I genuinely can't talk about it here. Anyway, let's continue the video. Remember what I said earlier, success with women is nothing more than a state of mind. Your status is defined by your attitude toward yourself, toward women, and by your confidence and courage. You must be willing to play the game of chicken and never back down first. She doesn't know your true status or how attractive you are. She looks at your attitude and behavior for clues. Here's another example to clarify this idea further. Imagine you're talking to a girl and you say, The Dark Needle is my favorite YouTuber. She responds, no, that guy just rambles and doesn't know what he's talking about. You don't back down. You don't retreat or feel the need to justify yourself. You don't have to explain all the reasons why you like The Dark Needle. You don't have to justify your preferences to her. The moment you start justifying your opinions, preferences, or interests, you're signaling to her that her opinion of you matters more than your own opinion of yourself. And by the way, never tell a girl you watch me or these types of videos. She'll think you're using techniques on her to make her like you, and this will lower your value in her eyes. Honestly, I haven't even told the woman who might one day become my fiance that I run this channel, and she might never find out. It's bad, sad, and kind of pathetic, I know. Step 2. Communicating from a position of implicit status. Let's say you're the one with confidence and power and you've won the situation. How can you communicate this without seeming like you're trying too hard, boasting, or coming off as arrogant? The best way to do this is by being non-reactive. I remember before I fully understood this concept, I was at a bar talking to a girl. She looked at my sneakers and said, I don't understand why guys wear sneakers to bars. You'd look so much better in a pair of shoes. Her comment threw me off completely. I reacted. I replied, actually, a lot of girls like these sneakers. I was almost stammering as I said it. That's an example of being reactive. My communication style completely changed because of her comment. She managed to control me with just a simple remark. Other guys might react differently. One might say, well, it's a good thing I'm not trying to impress you, but that's still a reaction. It's like when a girl asks you to buy her a drink and you refuse. You're still reacting. Unfortunately, this is one of the biggest mistakes I see many guys making. They try to come up with a clever, edgy response to impress the girl. It's pointless. I don't know where this idea came from. Why put yourself through the hassle of trying to find the perfect comeback? Anyway, I'll tell you later how to respond properly. But first, let me give you another example. What about when a girl compliments you? What if she says, I like your sneakers. They look great on you. Some guys will get nervous and start explaining where they bought them, who picked them out, or feel the immediate need to compliment her back by saying they like her outfit. So, what does non-reactive communication look like? When a girl says, I don't understand why guys wear sneakers to bars. You'd look better in shoes. You stay completely calm and simply say, thanks for the advice, and then continue the conversation as if nothing was said. When a girl compliments you, just say, thanks, that's kind of you, and carry on the conversation like nothing happened. This is the style that conveys high status. A woman notices when you're unaffected by what she says. And this was the Dark Needle, and I'll see you in the next video.